And good Monday morning, everyone. Just grabbing my coffee here. You are watching Extra Shot, and we want you to chime in on the next couple of stories we are going to talk about. Dina, Cornelia, and I are tracking your comments. Oh, and look who popped in to say hello today.
I've never seen a show this front, this up close and personal. This is so cool. Can I just watch the show from right here?
Yeah, look, your cords are hanging out and everything. Don't worry.
And by that, she means this thing.
So I don't know if you guys saw in the morning blend this morning, 5 to 7, you called the show what?
The Daily Blend.
The Daily Blend.
It might as well be. We're adding another 12 hours to it.
What we are.
Let's go around the clock.
The Daily Blend. The Daily Blend. That works too, though. Morning blend, Daily Blend. We are here all day, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
Right?
Right?
You just had a Monday
Ahead of my time.
Okay, the first story we're going to go in deep on is this story about the little 7-year-old boy who had a birthday party.
Yes.
Was supposed to have a birthday party. No one showed up, Dina.
Yeah.
And now the community is coming to, or came together.
That's right.
For an awesome surprise. So go ahead.
Yes. So his name is Adne Gutierrez, and he is 7 years old, and he lives in the city of Woodland. And his aunt posted a post with his face in this park by himself.
Like just sitting there?
Just alone. You see him right there.
How sad.
So basically, she posted this on the Woodland Communities Forum on Facebook and said, hey, my nephew had a birthday. No one showed up. Can I ask you all to send him birthday cards? Well, the city of Woodland was like, no, we're going to do better than that. So they had an entire birthday party for him yesterday, and all of the people came. They brought gifts, they had games, they had bounce houses, and it was just a remarkable turnout. And this all stemmed from a Facebook post, and I mean, at least 370 people responded to the post initially. This really touched everybody's heart. And so yesterday they threw him a big birthday, and all the community had a great time. His mom posted late last night, just before we got in this morning, a picture of him at home with all the gifts and all the cards, and said that their family was just so touched that the community stepped up and did that
community.
Yeah, that was nice.
Love that.
Through.
Yes.
We wanted to bring Mark in because, well, none of us are parents, and so we thought, who better to ask than Marcus Allen, because you have kids, you have more than one child.
Every weekend, it's either a soccer game or a birthday party, and often both.
And do you always send your kid to this birthday party if they get an invitation?
Yeah, especially if we RSVP. However, like, I can chime in on this. Only a year ago, my son Jackson got invited to a birthday party, and we RSVP'd that he would be going to this birthday party. But then he won a soccer game in a tournament, which meant he had to go the next day. And so we called the parent and said, hey, you know, he's got this other game we've got to go to, so we are unfortunately not going to be able to make it. So we didn't make it. And then the following Monday, my wife bumped into the kid's mom, and she was sobbing uncontrollably in the safe room. We said, what happened? She said, all 5 people that were invited to my child's party at the last minute. She said, I'm not holding it against you because I know you had a soccer game, but everybody had something and didn't show up, and so my child on their birthday devastated. So I get the other side.
Have you noticed? Go ahead.
I was going to say that a woman posted on the Facebook story on our ABC 10 page this morning, which kind of sparked this side of the conversation, saying, this is why I don't invite kids to my child's birthday anymore, because more often than not, people don't show up. You can't rely on the people who have committed, and then it breaks the kids' hearts. But then, whose responsibility is it? Is it the kids' parents to say, hey, we're going to show up? Should these birthday parties no longer exist because people are just too busy?
And should you then over-invite?
Yes.
Because if in that case, where Mark was saying 5 people didn't show up, so maybe you should invite 15. And just make it like a luck of the draw type of thing, because if there's too few people and they turn it down, then you'll be like the little boy with nobody at the party. However, if you invite too many and it just so happens that they all come, at least there's people there. You know what I mean? Because it seems like there's no way around it, but in my opinion, it seems like if you only invite 5 people, then the chances of people not coming is pretty big.
Anybody that does event planning, you know, you overbook. You want to fill those seats, you overbook. So for my kids' birthday parties, we overbook and promise that every kid leaves with their own iPhone.
Oh, an incentive.
A little incentive.
And I have a question for you, Mark. When you're planning these birthday parties, do you take into consideration what the parents will be doing? Because we had Rob Carl Mark chime in earlier.
Rob and I talked to, it's a good point, because most parents don't know how to do it. You plan the party for the adults. Forget about the kids. The kids are going to find something to do.
So parents don't just drop the kiddos off, they actually stay for the party?
Right. I don't drink, but believe me, if we're having a party and we're going to have parents at our house by the pool, there's going to be something for everybody.
Okay, so you make it a family affair. You make it so that it's a family event, not just exclusively for the kids? kids.
Make it an adult affair, and then just make sure no kids get harmed.
Leave it at that. I love that the community came together for this
and
young boy.
Kimberly Morgan said people don't seem to respect the RSVP protocol anymore.
I think across the board.
Yeah, so
Right.
parents, if you're watching, weigh in right now, even if we're going to move on to another topic. We're curious to see kind of how you handle the situation with birthday parties now with your kids, and if you get invited, how do you respectfully turn it down without really kind of ruining the relationship between the other parents? I mean, I'm not yet a parent, but I'm curious to see how everybody works it out.
And I don't know if there were a lot of events happening now every weekend, because it seems like, if I was a parent and a child had a birthday party every single weekend, we also have our lives.
Yeah.
And Saturdays are either for sports, like you mentioned, or I have a big family, so it's always a family event. Can't always make it. What does that tell the kid too, that like just because you invite someone that everyone's expected to be there? Like, no, that's not how life works either. So I'm just wondering what the lesson is here. Do you overcompensate and invite way more kids so that just anybody's going to show up, or do you tell, these are your special friends, and if they can't make it, they can't make it. It's up to the parent planning to then, I think, change it to another weekend where people can come, right? Not just have the boy sit there with no one, knowing that no one was going to come. Maybe
Unless everyone, I mean, we don't know the circumstances with that May and how it all worked out. But then also, Mark, did you ever have this with your kids in school where they were required to invite the whole class, like for a birthday?
Bring one for everyone.
Yeah, exactly. Is that how it is for birthday parties too? Do you know, or?
Yeah, I don't know how it is like now, but I mean, a year ago, if you invited one person in the class, you had to invite the whole class.
The whole class.
Otherwise, it had to be done
mandate?
off the property, off the school site.
Okay.
It was a school
There was
mandate.
a school mandate.
Wait.
An email went out to all the parents saying, if you're going to invite within the classroom, it has to be an invitation for everybody.
Everyone.
Otherwise, do the invitation off campus, off site.
Okay.
So
if it's a party
in the
school.
class, because this
No,
was like
if
an
the
off-campus.
invitation was handed out.
Right. If you're going to hand out invitations in the classroom, then it needs to be for everybody.
Okay.
Otherwise, take care of it off the property.
Then it's free game at that point. And it's like you want to
That's
have a little
kinda harsh.
sleepover, have a little sleepover with the best
I
friends.
think the best gift you can give anyone for their birthday is the gift of knowledge, right? And what better knowledge than the world is a cold, harsh place? Learn it now, kids. Learn it right now.
Yeah, no, there's so many rules and stipulations, because even if you have birthday parties in school with kids, now you have food allergies. So now you can't bring just a sheet cake and a big tub of ice cream for everybody. You got to have specific treats for people.
Peanut
and if you
allergies.
bring peanuts for this person, you can't have it in the room. So just including that, along with making sure you invite everybody and making sure that they don't flake at the last minute, and making sure that your kid isn't sad. It's a lot now.
It's a lot of
We
pressure.
just went to Chuck E. Cheese back in the day, or Showbiz.
True.
Right.
We had a party at Showbiz every week.
And see, my thing was that we always had a huge family, like I mentioned, so it was always the cousins, and we never even got around to inviting the kids in the classroom because I
it was
was
a family
fortunate enough
gathering.
to have the million cousins and aunties and uncles
Yeah.
be there. So I understand that struggle is probably so hard.
Right. And Cheryl Bennett Lewis, I want to read your comment out loud. She says, if you end up not being able to attend, make a special date with that child and then continue the celebration by having a play day and a special treat, or go bowling or see a movie as the present. Time spent together is a great gift. So that teaches the kids, I guess, in your case, Cheryl, to say, even if I can't make it, if you know in advance, let's do something another day to celebrate your birthday if the parents have the time to
Keep
do
the party
that.
going.
Keep the party rocking. And big shout out, Tamara says, good morning from Yuba City. We have Michael Carrico from Rosemont. Willow Cone from Rancho Cordova. We have everyone chiming in today.
Michael.
We appreciate that. Shall we move on to
There's
this?
a comment for you.
Oh, yeah, it says, I love Cornelia's hair. Thank you, girl.
We do too.
Son Saray Jackson, thanks, girl. Thanks.
I love it too.
Thank you, Mark, for your
It is nice.
perspective.
Yes.
Can I hang out for this next story?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right.